We're going to welcome to the show independent Minnesota gubernatorial candidate Mike Newcome. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Anna. Thanks for having me.
I'm sure it's jarring to see your state in the news like this. Earlier today, Todd Blanche was asked whether or not the FBI is going to be investigating the ICE officer who fatally shot Renee Good. Listen to his answer here.
We investigate when it's appropriate to investigate, and that is not the case here. It wasn't the case when it happened, and it's not the case today. If circumstances change and there's something that we do need to investigate around that shooting or any other shooting, we will. But we are not going to bow to pressure from the media, bow to pressure from politicians, and do something that we never do.
And critics have said, you know, why not investigate? You know, if he's cleared, he's cleared, but why not investigate? Do you think the agent should be investigated?
You know, what I'd rather speak on is not try to litigate whether the agent should be investigated or whether the agent shouldn't be investigated. And I don't want to litigate on how we've gotten to this situation. I mean, we just saw from your own reporter the chaos that's taking place right now in Minnesota. And instead of trying to figure out how we got here, we'll have plenty of time to do that. We got to figure out what we do now. And so what I've been asking for is that we have a 14-day cooling off period where federal agents can stay in their barracks, so to speak. The protesters can go home, and these outside agitators on both sides can exit our state because they're doing nothing to help solve the problems.
Is that realistic?
Go ahead there.
Is that realistic? Do you think that's something that could really happen?
Well, listen, we're going into MLK Day tomorrow, and I think if the president would actually come to Minnesota and see the pressure that Minnesotans are under, especially in our metropolitan area, and understand that kids aren't going to school, businesses aren't opening, people are afraid to go outside. I think if he understood that, he would say, you know what, let's take a pause, because this isn't about being right or wrong. Minnesotans were all behind getting rid of violent, criminal, illegal aliens. But we jumped the shark. This is now turned into a left versus right.
But as a sanctuary jurisdiction, respectfully, you know, that I don't know that everybody was on board with that. Otherwise, ICE would have been allowed into prisons, and local leaders there would have been turning over those individuals, right? I mean, that's what critics would argue.
Yeah, I think we had a lack of leadership. But again, when it came to the violent criminals, and I'm talking about Minnesotans, not our leadership, most Minnesotans were well along with trying to get rid of violent, illegal criminal aliens. Political class on both sides have taken a stance. And with the sanctuary cities, that was the political class that did this. I'm talking about regular, everyday Minnesotans. And what has happened is it's spiraled out of control. And now we have what we have on the streets, which isn't pretty, and it shouldn't be happening in Minnesota right now.
Well, the White House says that Minnesota sanctuary politicians have released nearly 470 criminal illegal aliens back into American communities since Trump took office. This is what the White House says here. And the Department of Homeland Security unveiled a list of the worst criminal offenders and among the hundreds of illegal immigrants arrested by ICE agents during this Operation Metro Surge there in Minneapolis. And they say it does include a man who was convicted of murder and another who has 24 convictions, including domestic abuse. So in your view, what is happening in Minnesota?
Listen, I am 100% opposed to allowing them to be released and back on the street. We wouldn't have the problem we're having right now if our politicians weren't being political. These violent, illegal aliens, had they been kept in jail and at some point turned over to federal agents, this would have been a moot point. But again, we can litigate how we got here and how we're going to solve the problem. But right now, we're in a big vat and it's a big mess, and Minnesotans are paying the price. And all I'm saying is we need to be able to take a deep breath and pause so we don't have any more tragedy.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.